What's up, guys? Back with another video. So we got the patch notes for the upcoming update. All right, so as you know, Falcon's getting a tier 4 and a new uniform, and Red Hulk is getting a new uniform and all that other good stuff. And we are getting 2 brand new characters, the new Falcon, Joaquin Torres, and the leader. And we're getting a new World Boss Legend Plus, which is Black Dwarf and Ebony Maw. All right, so let's check out the characters. Got 2 new heroes. The leader, he's a blast, supervillain, human male. His abilities are mind resist and evil. His instinct is cruelty. Now, as you can see, he is a paywall character, but he's going to be free through the Captain America themed timeline event quest. So this is a new game mode just for this update. So this is the best way to get him for free. All right. His leadership applies to supervillains, and it gives a 50% increase of energy attack. His tier 2 passive increases skill damage bonus damage and has 20% damage reduction. His force passive applies to supervillains, increases basic damage dealt to supervillains and superheroes by 25%. So he is a lead and a support character. The first skill has paralysis. The second skill has stun and paralysis. The third has incapacitation, a 30% heal, 10 times barrier, and a 50-35 frenzy buff. All right. His fourth skill has burn, incapacitation, invincible with 100% damage proc. And the fifth skill has a 100% chance of damage immunity with an increase of all attack by 50%. All right. So looks pretty decent. So he could probably be, if you don't have Doctor Strange Zombie, which he's only a tier 3, but we'll get into that later. He does have some of the skills for ABX. He has paralysis and burn. He does not have silence though. So he has 2 out of the 3 for ABX. All right, let's get into the next character. We have the new Falcon. He's a speed superhero, a human male with fast movement, and he has leadership. Okay, so all right, the leader does not have leadership. All right, so the new Falcon has leadership. Instinct is justice, and he is free to play. So you can craft his bios or use ball selectors from like Shadowland. You can even use a free tier 2 selector if you have them in your inventory. All right, so he is basically free to play. His leadership is increase all speed for all allies, which is trash. His tier 2 passive applies to Falcon, increases basic damage dealt to supervillains by 60%. And to himself, he has guaranteed dodge and skill damage bonus damage. All right. Seems like he's going to be a support character too. His 4-star passive, he has dodge rate by 30%, 30% increase of physical attack, and a 15% heal when dodging. Okay, so he has the same thing as Falcon. Okay. The first skill has fracture. The second skill has paralysis. The third skill is a V-pad with damage immunity and a small frenzy buff, 13, 15, and 1. The fourth skill has invincible with another frenzy buff, 40 and 20. And the fifth has burn and a 1% accumulation of pure damage accumulated. So he has to be, okay, that's when he's attacking. Okay, all right, cool. So he has burn and fracture and paralysis, but really you're not going to use him for ABX and ABL. Yeah, we just got to wait and see about these 2, but they are basically free, so can't really complain about those. Decent. He just has a small heal, which is but he is a speed character. All right, the 2 new uniforms. We have Falcon. He remains speed, and he's going back to a superhero. Not like the zombie. It's 1,050 crystals. All right, his uniform effect gives him 40% increase of physical attack, increased chain hit damage by 15%, and ignore dodge by 20. His leadership is dodge rate increase to all allies. His tier 2 passive, he has guaranteed dodge and skill damage bonus damage. 4-star passive, he has increased basic damage dealt to supervillains by 50% and 25% damage reduction, which is very nice. The first skill has stun. Second is a V-pad with paralysis. The third skill has burn, dodge rate by 60%, ignore dodge by 70%. Wow. The fourth skill has paralysis, a 30% heal, and a frenzy buff with damage immunity. And the fifth has burn, incapacitation, and 50% penetration, invincible, and increased basic damage by 50% for 2 attacks. Okay. All right, so have to check that out when we get there. Looks pretty decent though, not bad. And the next one is Red Hulk, where he stays combat and he's a supervillain. His uniform effect applies to all allies. 15% increase of increase of HP, and increased basic damage dealt to supervillains by 25%. Okay. His leadership applies to all allies, increases fire damage by 70%. So you can use him for leadership for like Ghost Rider, for World Boss Legend, but not World Boss Legend Plus. Okay. Or you can use him for Human Torch. All right, so his tier 2 passive, he has super armor on defense, skill damage bonus damage, and 35% damage reduction. Okay. 4-star passive. All right, he has the Wolverine heal. All right, so he has a built-in heal in his kit, which is very nice. His first skill has burn and increases basic damage by 50% for 4 attacks. Wow. All right, we gave Red Hulk a little bit of a boost here. His second skill is a V-pad also with burn. His third skill has burn, 10 times barrier. The fourth skill, which is very weird, is a reusing skill and times allowed additionals up to 5 times. He has burn on that one and invincible. The fifth skill, he has burn and paralysis and a 50-30 frenzy buff with damage immunity. So yeah, we're definitely going to see how well this is going to work out. But his skills look pretty cool if you did see the live stream. All right, so Falcon's getting to tier 4, where physical attack increases by 30% every 1 second, up to 120% for 10 seconds. All right. The new Falcon and Leader get their tier 3s, which Falcons has burn, stun, and fracture, ignores target dodge by 80%, invincible, and he has a 100% damage proc. The Leader has burn and paralysis, ignores target dodge by 80%. He has an 80% chance to penetrate, and invincible. All right, so here are the skills right here. Okay. Red Hulk and Red She-Hulk are getting the Awakening. So Red Hulk is a transcendent character, along with Red She-Hulk, his daughter. So that's their skills right there. All right. The new World Boss Legends Plus and World Boss Improvements. All right. So just the same. You have to clear story mode 8-3 on 3 or more tier 4s, all that good stuff. And you have to clear Kang, Black Swan, and Corvus and Proxima 5 times each to unlock this world boss. And they have the same as Corvus and Proxima and Black Swan also. All the rewards. Okay. And we'll check that out once the update goes live. All right. And World Boss improvements. A set dealer feature has been added to the selected character screen in the World Boss. So instead of like, you set your team up, and instead of like, as soon as the battle starts, you just switch over to the your damage dealer. It's just like timeline battle where you can just move your or story mode. You can move your set dealer over to the character that you're going to use. They still use the leadership or whatever, but you don't have to switch out every time you start World Boss. So that's a pretty decent quality of life change right there. We have a new acquisition source for Shield Archives. Items previously obtainable only in World Boss Ultimate can also be acquired in World Boss Legend. So that way you don't have to go back into World Boss Ultimate if you're already doing Legend. The new artifacts, we have the Leader, which has increased basic damage dealt to enemies with 50% HP or below by 20%. The new Falcon has increased all basic attack by 15%, which is very low for a 6-star. The 20% chance to dodge all attacks. Red Hulk has increased increased damage of all elements by 20%, and so does Red She-Hulk. So they will be dealing fire damage. We have the new Future Pass. The icons are Falcon and Red Hulk. We're getting Hydra and Falcon, and then as you can see, White Fox with the 2025. The new uniform collection where you get 1.8 million gold for 2 uniforms. So there's nothing else coming. Now we have the new, the recurring update, hot deals, and new products, which is very spicy. So the CTP removal, I always get those. Very nice. The Urus, unequipped. Then now they have the Rune of the Return. You get 2 of those for $20, which I don't really mess with my swords like that. Then you have a new time attack special products has been added. The new starter products for agents have been added. So for $10 US, you get 1,100 crystals, a 6-star premium character selector, a tier 2 mega advancement ticket, and 1 million gold. Another one for 10 American dollars is 1,100 crystals, a tier 2 selector, first potential realization ticket, a level 6 potential ticket, and a tier 3 ticket. The next one is another $10 purchase, 440 crystals, a tier 3 selector, a uniform ticket for older uniforms that you can use, and 1 million gold. All right. So that's decent. $10 for a tier 3 selector. Can't really beat that. All right. So now let's see. Agents with shield level 1 or higher within 7 days of their first login. Oh, okay. So, and then the next one is 100 crystals, a P card. It's random. 5 6-star comic cards and 500 crafting cubes for $10, which is not bad. Then we have a bonus crystal pack for $5. So 550 crystals with the bonus of 660 crystals. Not bad. So what is that? 12.10. So that's not bad for $5. And we have a chance of tier 3 mega advancement, but that's 30. That's going to be the high ones. $30 for that. Transcendence. And got one for 50 with the tier 3 mega tier 3 ticket and mega advanced potential ticket. So, and you can pick 2 selectors. So if you do buy that one, you could select a tier 3 and a transcendent character. 1 uniform ticket to purchase an older uniform from like previous updates, and 6 million gold. Other improvements: the normal mode of battle. The normal mode of Alliance battle has been improved, where you can retry in unavailable once the battle is cleared. So you can use the same teams over and over. They do have a training mode now for that one. We have filters for the artifacts. So artifacts not currently owned. Artifacts you own that are the same or lower level grade than the selector grade. So if you do have a selector, it will show you if it's higher or lower than what you are selecting. So it is what it is. I have a pop-up screen, which you don't want to mess with those. A button to increase points by plus 100 points have been added to the agent bonus screen, so you can go over 100. The swords. In the extra sword settings under bulk enchantment, auto dismantle, you can now use the check equip sword menu to view the equipped sword element level. Okay. Timeline battle and otherworld battle have been improved to display victory and defeat information even when using the power saving mode. Okay. Current map names in the Alliance Conquest have been updated. From instead of the slums, it's Harlem and Manhattan. Changes to the Epic Quest, the background model of Timeline Survival, and some game error fixes. All right, so that is the patch notes. Very long, very long. All right, so let me know what y'all guys think of the patch notes and the new characters we are going to get. And it will go live at the next reset around 6:00 p.m. Eastern time. So do not do your world bosses if you want to try to get Falcon's second potential. And then when the new 2 characters come out, you don't want to do that so you can get their potential as well. So yeah, and plus Red Hulk and Red She-Hulk. So those are 5 characters that need to get their potential. So try not to do your world bosses until after the update. So, all right, guys, y'all let me know what y'all guys think. Smash that like button and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys after the update. Take care.